Hey everyone, this is Justin. I am back with more Destiny. It is May 12th. It's Fridays. That means Zur is back with more exotics and other junk. But first, let's talk about where we are when it comes to armor sets. So this week was King's Fall, so right off the bat we have our Warlock. Only thing we got this week was the boots, so we're still missing the gloves and the chest piece, so that is a War Priest and a Golgoroth run. So, I was hoping to have to finish it off. I mean, did have a chance to. There was the possibility of getting all three, but RNGesus was not with us this week. And then we got the Hunter. With the Hunter, I got the gloves. So we're just missing the chest piece and the helmet. So that is Golgoroth and Oryx. I was kind of hoping to get the helmet so I can not have to do Oryx again, but alas, not this time. So, and then finally the Titan. We got the chest piece. So all we're missing is the gauntlet. So that is a War Priest. So not too bad. We at least got one armor piece per character. So we made some progress. So hopefully the next runs I have of King's Fall will finish off those sets. So, alright, so let's go find Zur. Alright, so Zur is at the tower today, and I believe he's down at the bar slash club. Which I was hoping at some point they would turn it into like a LFG section. Kind of like how Monster Hunter has like their little hub area for PvP. Well, not PvP, but for co-op. So I was kind of hoping in the past 3 years that this place would turn into a little gathering where you can meet up and form groups and stuff like that for like nightfalls, strikes, raids. But maybe Destiny 2 will have something like that. So let's see what Zur has. So, to start things off, we got the Legacy Engram, which is boots. This is for only year 1 exotic, so if you're missing anything from your kiosk, then you can grab it with this. If you're not missing anything, then it's a complete waste of time. And then for the Titan, we have the Immolation Fist. So, Accelerant unlocks the Sunbreaker subclass node, Explosive Pyre for free. Enemies brought down by your hammer explode, chaining fiery solar damage to other enemies. So if this is a perk you tend to use for Sunbreaker, these gloves will actually unlock that node for free, and then you can pick something else. So if that is something you do use, then that will give you another spot for a different ability. Let's see, Caprice Sting for the Hunter. Touch of Venom, gain invisibility after crouching in place for a short time. Melee attacking any enemy from behind while invisible delivers 4 times damage. Melee attacks apply a lingering damage effect. So this exotic is pretty cool. So you do get invisibility, I think, for any class. So that is a nice perk. And then, of course, you got that bonus for melee. So that is definitely good for... I would say it's good for PvP, having that melee. Melee is on the rise right now, so having extra melee damage would be great. Invisibility can be useful in PvP, maybe more so in PvE for activities where you can revive your fellow teammates, so it's actually not a bad set of gloves, but it's no bones of AO. So, and then we got Ophidian Aspect for the Warlock. Improve energy drain and weapons ready and reload very quickly. This is actually a really cool exotic for the Warlock. Having that weapons ready and reload very quickly for all weapons is a very nice bonus. And then having improved energy drain is also fantastic. So overall, not bad set of gloves this week. So all those gloves are, well, I think Ophidian Aspect's definitely the best of the 3 if you use Warlock. Caprice Sting, that's a pretty nice set for gauntlets. I do think there's better exotics for that. And Immolation Fist, if that is something you do use, but I tend to use the Twilight Garrison, the Helm of Saint 14, like more so for Titans and the gloves. So, but still solid set of exotics this week. The weapon is Alo Supercell, which is the auto rifle we have shown, I think, at least twice so far. So, arc projectiles have a chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together. And then bolts from the blue, double kills with this weapon, charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. So this is an amazing exotic primary. It's an amazing auto rifle. It's an amazing weapon with arc burn. So this gun is fantastic. So if you don't have it already, please pick this up. You will not regret it. It is an awesome weapon. And let's see what the bundles we got. So Alo Supercell is also a bundle, if not a toy, which would be this skin. So, but I prefer Shock Hazard over that. So, since that is the case, I wouldn't bother with the bundle. I would just buy the gun. It's a lot cheaper. And then Hawk Moon, the exotic hand cannon, is the other bundle, which, let me see, what was the ornament? It's with the Carrion ornament. I didn't mean to back out of sir. So Carrion is this one. So it looks like there's blood on the end of it. So that's pretty badass looking. So Hawkmoon has luck in the chamber. 1 random bullet in the magazine causes considerable bonus damage. And then holding aces, 2 more random bullets in your magazine dealing considerable bonus damage. This is an awesome hand cannon. Even like despite the nerfs to range and damage fall off, it is still one of the best hand cannons out there. Still very usable for PvP and PvE. So if you have the strange coin and the silver dust, I would definitely pick that up. And then everything else is pretty much the same. So glass needles if you want to reroll any exotic armor pieces to try to get tier 12. 3 coins to increase your chances of getting exotics out in the wild. Heavy ammo packs if you need them for the raids. Plasma drives and emerald coils for the sparrows if you're trying to complete your collection and fill out your Age of Triumph book. And then if you need the exotic shards and motes of light, you can buy those with strange coins. So, alright, so let's head out into the Cosmodrome to try out some weapons. Alright, so here we're in the Rocky Yard, but real quick, I did get the Usurper Sparrow from King's Fall. So this is what it looks like. So it kind of has like a Taken look to it. It's not as cool as like the Black Spindle ornament or like the shotgun you can get from the Archon Priest strike. I forget what the actual strike is called, but it's still pretty cool. And it's just like the old raid sparrows from like Crota and Vault of Glass, where you can actually get the boost and hold it, and then if you hold it for too long you will explode. So very awesome. I'm happy that I got that. Alright, so here's Hawkmoon. It is one of my favorite hand cannons. So it still feels really good. And the Luck of the Chamber perks are amazing because basically it's like I think 2 random bullets in a full clip will do extra damage. And you can tell by the sound that it makes. So that sound, let me see. Well, let me fire a little bit and you can hear it. So yeah, that sound right there is the actual bullet doing more damage. So very satisfying to hear. It also could be super frustrating if you miss a shot and you hear it, because that could have been potential like bonus damage right there in PvE and PvP. So it is one of my favorites. Since I was Xbox, we didn't get it for year 1. We had to wait till the Taken King. I think Xur sold it like the 2nd week of Taken King, I believe. And I had to buy that, like scoop that weapon up, and I don't use it as much as I used to, because I don't use hand cannons as often. but it's been one of my favorite hand cannons throughout all of Destiny, so it's definitely worth grabbing this week if you have the, of course, the strange coins and the silver dust. It is a fantastic weapon. So satisfying. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the raid weapons that I got this week. Now, I was missing 3. I got 2 out of the 3, so not too bad. We're still missing, like, Quillam's Terminus, the heavy machine gun. So this is the shotgun. Now, like all the other King's Fall weapons that are not the exotic primaries, they do have random rolls. So this shotgun didn't get the best roll, so... Will of Light, so it does bonus damage to taken. Cocoon, of course, when stowed for a short time, this weapon automatically reloads from your reserves, and then it has close and or personal, short period, 25% bonus melee damage after landing a hit with this weapon. So let's say if this was like Gears of War, that perk would be awesome. But it's really not so much for PvE. Maybe PvP, but again, you still want like the Matadors, the Party Crashers, the Conspiracy Theories because of the range and the impact they have. So, I mean, you can use this in PvP, so you can shotgun and melee. But other than that, it was not the best roll I could get for like a PvE. Well, I mainly want this for PvE because I already have like really good Conspiracy Theories, Matadors, Party Crashers, so let's see if we can... Well, I'm probably going to shoot and kill everything in one hit anyway. So, well, that's basically it. Nothing fancy about the shotgun. Just like pretty much all the King's Fall weapons, they're pretty much, even with like the best perks, they're kind of meh to begin with. And then that just leaves the rocket launcher, which I'm probably going to have to pop a heavy synth for. Which I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, I need to grab up heavy anyway. So the Elalum's Frenzy has Will of Light and Cocoon, and this one I managed to get tracking, so shells fired with this weapon track their targets, which is actually not bad. I mean, it's not gonna outperform Hunger Crota, Gallahorn, Truth, but at least it has tracking on it, so it's not completely terrible. But it's, again, it's like nothing special. It looks cool, but it's really just like a okay rocket launcher. So it has, like I said, mine just has tracking. You're never gonna have it where it's like tracking and cluster bombs and 3 in the tube, because it's only gonna have one of those perks. It's always gonna have Will of Light and Cocoon, so it's never gonna be more than average. So finally, which we didn't get the chance to talk about last time because I completely forgot, is the Touch of Malice. Now, this is technically the raid exotic. I know Touch of Malice questline was a little bit more involved and involved a lot of more like side missions, collecting fragments, but it does involve killing bosses in the raid, so that's why I kind of consider it as that. So this has the ornament on, which is new to Age of Triumph, and it's show off those perks. Touch of Malice, the final round of the magazine regenerates and deals bonus damage at the cost of Wielder's life force. I have the Storm. This weapon becomes more accurate as your health gets lower. And then Touch of Mercy, 3 rapid kills will return a portion of the wielder's health. So, like, it sounds cool. But in reality, this weapon is only good for one specific encounter, and that's it. So I'm going to fire off the shots. So now we're down to the last bullet. And as you can see, I don't lose that bullet, but I take damage. So I can sit there and hold down on it. And then I'm going to keep losing health. I can keep losing health until I die. But when my health is low, the accuracy gets better, but at that point, I kind of want my health back. But you'll rapidly get 3 kills. As you can see, your health comes back a little bit. So you think it might be good for mobs, but it really isn't. So what is this weapon good for? It's only good for daughters on Oryx. Because thanks to the relic that you collect, you actually won't lose any of your health as long as you're in that aura. So you can sit there and just melt the daughters with Touch of Malice. And it's very easy to kill each, like, it's easy to kill each daughter in one phase if everybody's using Touch of Malice. But other than that, it's really just, it's not good. It used to be good for Oryx because you actually could use Touch of Malice with Blessings of Light, and the blessings would continuously give you armor back. But they took that away, so you can't even use it for Oryx anymore. It's better to use like Seepler, Simulant, and like a high impact sniper rifle. So yeah, so right off the bat, it really didn't have a lot of uses outside the raid, and now it has even fewer uses. So is it worth chasing? I mean, if you were trying to complete your collection of exotics, then I guess go for it. But if you're just new to Destiny and King's Fall, then I think you can get away with just using like a high impact sniper rifle and you'll still be fine. So, but that's pretty much it for the weapons. So sorry that's a little on the shorter side, but kind of how things go depending on what Xur has. So he had Zala's Supercell twice, which we did Zala's Supercell last week, so I'm not going to talk about that again. I've already said its praises. I don't need to say them anymore. So that already took like 2 exotic slots right there when it comes to showing off weapons. So only thing I'm missing from King's Fall is the heavy machine gun, so hopefully by the time King's Fall feature raid rolls around, I can show that off. But like that and the Crota's like fusion rifle are the only things I'm missing right now when it comes to weapons. So, all right, well, I mean that's basically it. So next week, of course, we'll have the reset video. So I will attempt to finish off that Age of Triumph armor set. See if I can grab any of those shaders as well. Next week is the Wrath Machine feature raid, so I will be running that again for the ornaments. Hopefully a chance of getting the ship, Sparrow, and the Wildfire shader, because I don't have any of those yet. As far as next Friday, of course, I will be checking out what Xur has, but when it comes to showing off weapons, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I didn't know you were there. I should pay attention. As far as showing off the weapons, I've already shown off all the weapons for Wrath Machine, so... But I didn't do Outbreak Prime, so I'll talk about that a little bit. Which is, like Touch of Malice, it is a long quest line, but it does involve the raid, so I do consider it the raid exotic. So, I will be talking about that on Friday. And then... Wrath Machine next week might be the last week that I do a raid video for it, since I really don't need to run it again when it comes to feature raid, because I should have enough ornaments by the time it rolls around to complete my sets, as long as I have them completed. So as far as Wrath Machine is concerned, all I'm missing is the Hunter boots and the Titan chest piece. I never got them from last year, so hopefully I can scoop them up next week. So alright, well, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more Destiny content, and check out our other videos. And also be sure to check us out on Twitch as we started to stream. So I know Joe's been streaming Battlegrounds, which has been very entertaining every time I've been in that chat. And Leroy has been streaming Kentucky Route Zero on Mondays and Wednesday nights. So be on the lookout for that. So, all right, I will see you guys next week.